All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Distortion Survivor Aetheria Rites of Passage. We are here with the final three. We have Jake, Josh, and Evelyn. And how this is going to go is I'm going to go on the Distortion Survivor Facebook page and go through the boot order from 16th all the way to 4th. And then from there, you guys will be able to give your thoughts on each person. Is there any other questions before we start?
No.
Awesome. All right. All right. You guys can see my screen, correct? It should just say Distortion Survivor area.
Yes.
All right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, uh, you can say whatever you need to say, but yeah, don't drag this for 2 or 3 hours. So, the first person we have is the first boot of the season, which was you guys' first tribal council. We have James.
James, man. Like, I really wanted to work with James, I'll be honest with you. And my thing with the whole, like, you messed up on the challenge, that's totally fine. But, like, dog, you didn't reach out to me, like, one. Reach out to me once. And, like, I've reached out back to you and you just didn't respond back to me. Like, I was trying to help you out, but, like, you can't ghost your entire tribe, bro. That's the rule number one in Survivor. You can't ghost your tribe. So, especially on, like, day one or two. So, I know it's your first org, man, but learning mistake for your second one for sure. But make sure you talk to people. Prioritize that for sure.
Um, I guess I would say this game would have been a completely different game if James didn't forget to submit. And so like that is like the one of the biggest butterfly effects ever. But as like a person, I wish I got to know more. Obviously, somebody has to go home first. And
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, like it wasn't in the cards, but super nice guy and in another time, hopefully, we'll cross paths.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, totally agreed. Like, cause now that you say that, I think about that. I'm just like, we could have tied and we could have met everyone right off the bat to see what was gonna go on, but it all just trickled down from there.
Yeah.
But I got nothing against him because I
Oh,
mean
yeah.
I barely got a chance to talk. Like I'm like there's literally nothing there. I'm like I wouldn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
All right. After James, we go to the second tribal council you guys attended, where you guys voted out Justin G.
Justin, man. Justin. We actually had an alliance, me and Justin. Me and Justin and Shanice, we had an alliance. And like it was like, it was a cool alliance. I'm like, it was under the radar alliance in the game. But the thing about it was, Justin, you can't be like trying to start stuff on like day three. You're trying to like I guess start to beef with me and Josh. And I'm just me and Josh were just like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So that was just what it came down to. Like you were I guess trying to come for one of my close allies in the game at that point, and like you can't do that, man.
Sorry. But yeah, no, I mean let's see.
Uh, it might be cutting out.
Okay. No, yeah, sorry, it's kind of spotty here. But yeah, no, I mean, I have nothing against the guy. I just know everybody came up and was like, he said 27 so much and it irked everybody.
Oh, that was the
Literally. So whenever it starts, the tribal, I just go, does anyone else have anything else to say? I'm just like 27.
I
That's what
forgot that
that's
was the
all
Huzzah
about.
challenge. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, no, because everybody, like literally everybody on my was going. I think it's gonna be Justin because I was kind of see the eye rolls and hear the eye rolls. But no, I mean he's a great guy. I mean I have nothing
Yeah.
against him either. Like I said, it's just other than 27 is probably now his new unlucky number going forward.
No.
Yeah, Justin was actually one of the Justin G was one of the few people who I knew just from like the mini world, and I actually did really want to play the game with them. And like things were going off cool, and like I wanted to play the game with him. I had his back, and then after like I heard about some of the stuff between like starting some rumors and stuff, like that's when like it kind of quickly became his vote out. But like I wish he could have gone. I wish he really could have gone further. Like unfortunately, everyone who was put on this tribe that we're going to be talking about got put on the worst tribe ever. So
Hey,
yeah,
at least you're part of history, Justin. At least you're part of history. Not the good history, but
you
you're
are
part
part
of
of history.
history to an
Like
extent.
you did not go home for no reason. Like at least like there's that.
Yeah.
But I hope he plays more orgs and
Hmm.
does well.
All right, after Justin, we have the third tribal council you guys attended, and what might be considered one of the most chaotic pre-merge tribal councils in Distortion history. You said goodbye to Noah.
Noah, my Canadian brother.
Yes.
Oh my God, Noah. Like I adore you, Noah. I adore you. And it was the fact that you got rocked out, man. Like, oh my God. Like that whole tribal. And like I know me and you and Shanice were tight, and like we had a tight alliance. And it just came down like literally the most unlucky rock draw. Like I don't know if you guys, because I don't know, Josh, were you there or no?
Yeah, I was there.
So for how that
Yeah.
draw goes, it's like you have like a wheel spin, and you want your name chosen. And I'm like, you know what, the 50-50 chance, Josh, and who were you? Was it you guys? It was you two, right? You two, and it was
No,
on what?
no. Remember, because the two girls, me and Shanice, were safe because we were the two tied votes
Yes. So it was Josh and
twice.
Topher. It was
Yeah,
Josh and
Josh.
Topher. And
Yeah,
I'm
Josh,
like,
Topher, and you.
oh my God. Noah, you deserve so much better, dude. But you went out like a champ,
So
and now we're here, bro. Now we're here. I gotta come visit you in Canada one of these days. I know we're planning a trip to go see you in Canada. So me, you, and Shanice. So we'll plan that soon. But miss you, dude. Hope you're well.
yeah, yeah. No, I was gonna say that was probably one of the most strategic, unfortunately, outs. Like, not like someone had to go out during it, but like there was a lot of strategy, I guess, behind it because there was a lot of events that just dominoed over to that.
Yeah.
So, and a part of my iconic Big Brother resume, Big Brother. Well, I said Big Brother. What was it? Yeah, Survivor resume here, Distortion Survivor resume, just me.
Yeah.
Because no, it seems like a very Big Brother thing to just tie votes like that
Yeah.
twice. So
But
that's why I
Noah,
would say Big
yeah.
Brother, but no, like, but no, I love you, dude. We played BOTO together. We did collective both times. And I was gonna say once again, I can safely say I did not vote you out because I wasn't allowed to I didn't even vote. When I did vote, it was for Shanice, and then I couldn't vote the second time, and then my name wasn't even on that wheel. So once again, I wasn't on I wasn't on the block with you collective wise, but once again, I can safely say I've still to this day I've never voted out Noah Vaughn.
Yeah. And
Oh my
Noah,
God.
Love you, dude.
I can assure you, Noah, that if you were in this game at Merge, we would have done some numbers, bro. I'm just letting you know that. If you're watching this at when you say we would do numbers at the Merge, just let you know that. But until another day.
Yeah, Noah's a real one. Love you, Noah.
He's a gamer too, man.
No,
Exactly.
I like I felt gutted seeing Noah go home because like that wasn't in the plans. Like the plan
I
was like, we were gonna try to flip the game up and get rid of Shanice and then hopefully somebody was gonna flip, either Jake or Noah. And so the fact that he got rocked out there, like I I need to say I'm so sorry for that. It
Ag-
probably, like, I'm sure production has so many thoughts on that tribal council, but he was completely robbed. I mean, he went home with 0
Literally,
votes throughout the game.
the textbook.
And to go to go home third is just absolutely like way too early for the game that it seemed like he was going to be playing.
Yeah.
So, um, definitely probably one of the most robbed players this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, what was it? The most literally went into that vote. Like so much big time at the end game stuff happened literally for that third for him to go home. Literally, the textbook definition of diva down.
I mean, and it's like, it just shows you how much luck can come into this game, because he had the same amount of chance of going home that I could have had, that Jake could have had. And um
Super.
so for that, so like, who knows how he would have placed if just luck, the wheel landed on him. So
Literally, the biggest
yeah.
toss up there was. Because all of us were like, me and Shanice had our names written down. Then you guys were on the wheel, so it's like it could have gone any way. Like literally, that's everybody needed their hands up when Sebs asked the question of who do you think's going home. Like we all should have had those hands up
Yeah.
because we were all in danger at one point
Every
during that tribal.
ev-
No one was
ev-
safe.
every single person I tried, like,
Take
could have
take no
would
prisoners.
almost went home that night. So wow.
Well, after that rock jog, guess what, guys? You went to tribal council, and we saw the boot of Shani.
Oh, Denise, my girl. Oh my god. My hype viber mommy. Oh my god. She was the best. I wish she was robbed, and I wish she would have lasted longer in this game. I know she was a threat. So be it. That was my number one this game. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, everyone I had as close rankings. She would have been number one. Yes, we would have been a threat. I mean, it is what I think she's played great, and I know she was targeted because of how much of a threat she is. Um, but she's the absolute best. And I am sad she didn't make it to merge because she would have had a great time roasting everyone at Tribal Council and doing all that fun stuff. But yeah, love you, girl.
You and her would have definitely pulled numbers at merge. I'm not even joking. You guys would have done some serious damage.
Yeah, I think it was like, I remember that tribal council. I think we all went in there kind of like so defeated, just because it's like, okay, here we go again. And it felt like none of us had a chance to even win the game
Yeah.
anymore. So the fact that we're all here is kind of crazy too. But yeah, I mean, Shanice, like,
Literally.
a very kind soul, and but like a noticeably big threat,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um I think
And
he would have done great in the game.
yeah. And selfishly, was I trying to hide behind her as a shield? Possibly. But I mean, it would have worked if she got the merge because, I mean, well, we never know. But that was the plan, but I'm sorry it didn't happen, Shanice. I tried my best to rally the troops. I was on call. I think it was with Josh. And I'm like, Josh, we gotta keep Shanice in this game. Like you put yourself on an island out there going out for bat last time. You gotta go with us. And I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, it is the game. But I tried, Shanice. I tried to save you.
Oh, I know. I was unfortunately never going to. But like, I just think that, I mean, that's another situation where, like, I think if me or Topher go home in the rock draw, you know, Shanice would have gone far. So, like, there's a lot of luck in this whole situation here, because I'm assuming you, Shanice, and Noah would have stuck together, right? After that. So
Yeah.
So crazy stuff. But you know
I know.
what? Like, even though she's never made a merge, like she's a good player. Like she knows how to
Yeah,
play the game.
she knows what she's doing. I mean, the fact that like she tried to get everybody to put my name down. Like she was literally the head of that, and I'm like, yeah. And here I am. I mean, no, of course, no ill will to. I get it. It's a game. We're all good. Love you. I was gonna say we're gonna hang out in Detroit sometime and go get some Johnny Noodle King or literally
That's
anything
right.
else in
She is
Detroit.
Michigan. That's right.
We,
She is from Detroit. That's right.
yep, yeah, the 313, baby.
Not
I'm,
the thing.
I'm always looking for excuses to go to Detroit, so don't worry. We will definitely hang out in Detroit because I love and miss Detroit.
Mhm.
Always. Love you, girl.
All right, next up, right after this, you guys swapped, and guess what? You guys went to tribal council again. And
Ooh.
unfortunately, saw the
Shady's
demise,
back.
saw the boot of John Farrell.
I'll go first, but I'm like John seemed like a great guy. I'll be honest, we have not VC. I don't know John personally or like through games, so that was my first ever encounter with John. Nothing but he seemed like a big giant teddy bear when I first met him. I'm like, this guy seems cool. Like I feel like if we were on the same tribe, we probably would work together. But like it was just the most unlucky tribe swap he could have had. Like he got tribe swapped, like the worst possible case, and on the worst tribe. And I know we tried our best, but just like I think he deserved better this season. I think he another one with Noah like deserved a little bit better. I said he just got like in a spot where we all had to stick together. We were down 8 to 4 numbers merge wise, so it's like one of them had to go, and like unfortunately John had to go. But like I wish we would have played together more. I know you're a huge like org icon, so I wish I could have met you, but you seem cool.
I was gonna say, oh, what
Go
was
ahead,
it?
Evelyn.
Okay, no, I'm like, I don't care. But no, I played Collective Season 5 with him, and he's a great guy. I say, yeah, and I had a good time playing with him. And me and him and Lily tried to have an alliance because we were all talking about it from just the collective and stuff. But it was just, I think everybody saw that he got 9 out of 10 on those riddles, and we were all like, how? And some of us were pulling in like 5s and 6s, and then he pulled out 9. So I mean, congrats on knowing your mythical magical places, John. But I think that was a part of the big reason too, because we were like, ooh, come merge, that might be a lot. But love you, dude. No ill will to you. You're a great guy.
It's unfortunate that your vote got stolen, right?
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that now and how that was kind of a lie.
I'm just teasing, but like I've known John throughout the community for several years now, and like I I genuinely love him as a person. I met up with him in person in the game, so like when I saw the cast, I'm like, oh, I want to play with John Farrell so badly. And then, but you know what? Like sometimes, like just the game dynamics didn't permit that, right? Because it's like he was just fucked, and I think he knew that. But like, I have so much love for that man, and I hope that he. I know he didn't take it personally, so I hope to see him in the future.
Right? Again, you guys had the choice to talk about her, but after John's boot, you guys finally survived of tribal council. You guys won the challenge, and the other tribe had booted Shayna. If you guys have anything to say.
So Shayna, I remember her from the viewer lounge in my first season in Hype Five, I'm pretty sure. So I was hoping she would have, made it to merge. We possibly could have, linked up and maybe run some stuff at merge. Shayna, I wish, you would have stayed longer in the game. I think Cody was your demise. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was the one that said he blindsided you, whatever the case was. I wasn't sure because it was not my tribe, but I wish you all the best. I know you're an active in the VL. And I wish you well. And I wish we could play together, girl. Seriously, I wish like we could play together. But love you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we never got to meet or ever interact once throughout the entire game, and that kind of showed when I was doing the crossword puzzle and I couldn't remember your name, but now I will always remember your name, Shayna. But like, um, yeah, it was disappointing. I think I wish I had more to say. Just because I don't know, I never met you, I don't know you at all. But you know, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. So yeah.
No, yeah, I wish. I mean, yeah, she was another one of us four girls in this game, and I remember I was talking to Lillian a little bit about that. I was like, when we won, she was like, "Who do you think's gonna go?" I'm like, "I hope it's not Shayna. I want to meet Shayna." And then we heard that, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, how did that vote go? I need details." And everybody's like, she was just kind of just absent because they didn't really get to play a whole lot because they barely ever went to tribal, so.
Oh,
Okay. Evelyn, are you here?
Yeah, no, but I am sorry, it's being spotty, but no, like it's just wish I could have connected with you, but that's all they had to go off of was just who was there the least, I guess. But I could safely say I wasn't behind that. I didn't even get the chance to know you or play the game with you, but hopefully that will change someday.
All right. So after Shayna's boot, it was revealed, you guys had merged, and at the first tribal council, we got the boot of Topher the Unencumbered.
Topher, you are a living legend, bro. You are a living legend, man. I loved your whole entire persona that you uh took upon yourself this season about being the unencumbered and being like the whole mythical, magical wizard. I think if you want, I'm pretty much correct about that. And like, it was so fun. You made the season very lighthearted and like very much like fun and like that the whole part of the thing. And like game wise, like you were like you were a savage, dude. Just you had an idol. You were like Dean from like 39. You're like you got the idol, you got the extra vote, you have something else. I'm like this guy's loaded with that just advantages like there. But like I wish we would have seen them honestly, the advantages wise. But besides that, like we had a lot of great one on ones. Like you're very cool and we have a lot of the same stuff in common. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I know your little baby girl. Hope she's well. And I wish you would have went farther for sure.
you wanna go, Evelyn, or I can go? So you can't.
I was gonna wait for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, what can I say? One, he's probably fucking. I think he's probably a mix of happy and pissed that like he got left out of this, like not by our own choices, but the fact that he got the first juror when we made it to the end is so tragic in a way. But like, I can't overstate how much of a big fan I am of Topher, his game. Like, basically, I'm a big stan of the Ram family. So that was my first like ride or die ally, and we told each other pretty much everything, and I would have never turned on him in the game, and I was pissed. I was so fucking pissed when he went home that I was like, I'm gonna get these motherfuckers. So just know that I was thinking of you the whole way through, and he's a legend in this community. Like that's why people got rid of him. So um, I'm a big fan of Topher's.
um, I say couldn't said it better myself. I was so sad when he left. But I was also floored because I knew about the extra vote, but we didn't know about the other things, and I was kind of shocked. And I was like, okay, well, they kind of clocked him, and they kind of did a good job clocking him with all that being a threat, because there is truth to it. After we heard that, but I was sad to see him go because we had our we had our alliance called the Jet Setters, and the reason I helped come up with that the rock draw and everything went on, because we got Josh, so you got Jay, you got Topher, you got T, and then I'm Evelyn, so I wanted to call us the Jet Setters, and whenever we were gonna make a decision, I'd type in the chat and go Neum.
Love that.
It's time for the Jet Setters to take off and do something Neum. But love you for Latin. Love your family. Love your little girl. She's so cute. Much love for you, and I would have never turned on Topher either. Such a great living legend. The icon, the moment, and the everything is Topher.
All right, after Topher, we go into our ninth placer, Big Mike.
Big Mike. I wish I was on your guys' original tribe because I heard nothing but great stories from just hearing like the legend of Big Mike itself. That's what I've heard. Like you're just a legend in terms of how this game went, and like I guess you brought the comedic effect as well. And like from what it sounded like, I guess you were inactive for some of the game, and then you became active. I didn't get that whole part, but I mean it worked. I mean, you were trying to fight your till the last possible second. I know you created an alliance with like me, I think Josh and Justin. You're like, yo, like this is gonna be the alliance here. Like, this is like the J Crew, whatever alliance it was gonna be. I'm like, okay, like this is gonna be the plan. I'm like, I don't even know you do. We ain't had a voice call yet, but you seem like a great dude, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we would listen. I wish we had more time to work together, but especially after Topher going out, like your name was the only one that we really heard, and we just had to go with what the numbers said because we couldn't lose another one of our numbers. We were down to three at the point. I'm pretty sure it was me, Evelyn, and Josh, and we had to get rid of someone else, and that was your name was the most popular at that tribal. So sorry we didn't work together, but that was just how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Big motherfucking Mike. I I knew once he had a Discord profile picture of Cedric from Survivor that his man was gonna be chaotic as fuck. And like he was nothing short of that. So after the after the Topher boot, I'm like, you know what? Let me go work with Big Mike. And then he got on call with me and he was like, this is exactly who needs to go home. And I'm like, holy shit, he's ready to play the game. But then apparently he had this conversation with a lot of different people and then everybody wanted him out. And I'm like, oh God, okay. So we just kind of had to roll with it. But I can really appreciate how much fun he had with it. He didn't take things too seriously, and like he was just playing a game, and I love that. And anyone who plays like that is like is what I want to play with. So you know what? Honestly, one of the legends of the season.
Oh yeah, the Survivor distortion legend right there. Absolute villain energy, bringing the chaos, bringing the energy, and the true reason behind there's no such thing as bad publicity, because everybody had something to say from Amarok to me about you, and it was funny and great to hear. What a con, dude.
Evelyn? Oh, she left. Or dropped. All right.
That was big.
All right. Well, after Big Mike, we have one of personally my favorite night of every season. We have Billy's Big Brother Live night. You know, we saw Scott and HOH put up Cody and Lily. We saw that infamous Power of Veto competition, and we unfortunately saw Cody leave.
Cody. Um, you are a gamer, bro. You are a gamer, man. You really played hard this season. I just tell you right now, I know me and Josh, we were kind of like strategizing. We're like, who do you think is running the tribe over there? Like, if we had to guess, just who do you think is running it? Everyone on our tribe said you were the running it. And when we talked in VC, we had like actually a great combo, and like I really did want to work with you, but it was just the fact that I heard my name, multiple people that said it came from you. That like apparently I guess you want me out, wherever the case was. So I went along with the plan to get you out potentially. So I know you would have made it far if you didn't get out of the Big Brother night because you were like five. I'm pretty sure five things away from the idol, like five of those blocks were like you're like 75 out of 80, whatever the case was, and like you would have had the idol, and like you with an idol would have been scary. So like I'm glad for our game's like that you went home because you probably would have ran the rest of the game. Like you were very much a strategic threat. Obviously, your big physical threat. You won like I think the one challenge you, and then one merge challenge, and then like even like you're the fact that you gave up the challenge at the veto challenge. I'm pretty sure, and like you were just like, hey Memphis, like win the challenge. Like I can see the plan was like man, you were gonna have Memphis give you the use the veto on you, and then like you'd be safe and just like I'm glad it didn't work out for my own game's sake. But you're a hella guy, hella dude, and wish you all the best. I know you're a legend in the game as well. So
I I was first very like intimidated by Cody because I knew he like I can tell that he had a good understanding of like how to play the game, like how to have the right conversations and stuff. So like I had immediately pegged him as a threat. But the problem was that like I guess everybody kind of pegged him as a threat. So like he was in a pretty shitty position going into the Big Brother night. But like you know what? He took risks, and even though it didn't work, like I can applaud him for that because throwing the veto so someone else can win it and take you down is a ballsy ass move, and like I can respect that. And and in terms of like our conversations and stuff, like I had a great time talking to him, and like part of me was trying to hint to him, I'm like, your allies are not your allies anymore, but I could only say so much. So but honestly, great player, great competitor, uh, a really nice guy, and like a one of the power players of the season. So
Oh, Cody, I would say, yeah, the first org I ever played was with you when I played collective for the first season with you. You were quite the gamer. I know the Cody Evelyn show is always the talk of the town. And then we played again when we played Press Start when with Rose Hazard. Shout out there. She was the host of that, and me and Lily were on a team called the Warrior Princesses, and Cody Eaton were on also collective winner Keaton. Shout out to Keaton. I was gonna say Cody and Keaton were on a team together too, and actually helped them with their last boss battle. That was so fun. But basically, my Midwest bestie, Wisconsin. Shout out to my mom for helping with my. But yeah, me, Cody, and Lily had the collective threats alliance going on because Cody's a big gamer. It's true. I was banished for that night, so I didn't even get to have a say in what happened or even vote any way I would have wanted to. I couldn't do it if I wanted to.
yeah.
So once again, but yeah, no, I probably wouldn't have turned on you either, Cody.
When you're all good.
Yeah, I mean, you're good.
All right. Well, after the Cody boot in eighth, we move on to our resident seventh placer, Memphis.
Memphis, no, dude, that entire tribal gave me the most like I was so left out of that vote that I had no clue what the hell was happening or what happened. I'm like, I thought I had an idea. I thought you were safe. I thought we were all safe. And I come back from the concert. I'm just like, what happened? Like, what actually happened? But besides that, dude, you are the freaking a legend. It was so great meeting you and like getting to know you. Um, like Lily, you're the actual best, dude. And like, I can't. I'm so glad we played the game together and like we worked together and like I know people were scared of us as like a duo, but the thing is, I told you this before. I was never taking you to the final three. That was never going to happen because you would have smooth talked. You're very mystical. and the fact that you are, you can speak very well. You're a very eloquent speaker. You would have won over everyone on the tribal on the jury. I would have no doubt about that. And like, hell of a dude. Hope we get to meet in real life one of these days. Because you're an absolute legend, dude. Absolute love you, dude. Till next time.
Yeah, I mean Memphis, my Fortnite duos partner. We we like when I first met you, I'm like, oh my God, like if we were on the first original tribe, this would have been my like ride or die from the get go. But and like in the merge, I'm like, okay, I felt like Memphis was gonna win the game, but like I still felt like I needed him in the game, which is signs of playing a really good game. However, like once the live night thing happened where he didn't use the veto on Cody, and the way he said it was so savage, like, sorry, you're just not good for my game anymore. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter how much he likes you, like, he's playing the game. So, um, so that's why, like, when the first opportunity came to blindside you, like, it's like we had to take it. And just because, like, I would hear people be like, "Oh, I just got off call with Memphis," and I'm like, "Oh my God, this guy is jumping on so many calls. Like, he is playing hard as fuck." So, like, as a gamer, he was like one of the top players. But like, in terms of the person, like, I enjoyed all our conversations, like, genuinely. And so he's great.
Oh, Memphis. It was great. We connected over video games and reading books and everything. You talking about how you read Normal by Saturday. I need to read that too. We're trying to with Rachel from Prod, we're trying to read Project Hail Mary before the movie comes out. You're great. We added each other on Xbox. We played some zombies together. It was kind of fun. Can't wait to play more video games with you. And then I was gonna say, I've got to make a trip up to Washington to see you.
Legend. And
Love you, dude.
I hope Fig is
Literally.
well. Fig is his adorable dog. The absolute best. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, he got called Benson Boone a lot because he has the mustache and like the long hair. But Benson Boone ass, let's go.
The truest one. There is truth behind the whole would play IRL Survivor. He would do good too. He so would.
Oh, he would be. He would be. If he would kill it on Survivor. He actually played.
Literally, like he'd be like, "Look, everybody, it's tree mail time."
Yeah.
I could just.
Now he's one of my favorite players for this season for sure.
Right. Well, after Memphis in seventh, we move on to our sixth placer. No, not Josh. Lily.
Lily, Lily, Lily. Lily, you are one of the most kindest souls I've ever met in both my seasons I've played, in this season and my other one I played. You are one of the most genuine, down people like that I've met, and I know we didn't talk a lot of game, but we actually had a lot of good like one-on-one talks, which I actually like appreciate a lot because it's just like there was no game involved. It was just like, how are you? How's your day going? Like talk about your puppy, send us dog pics back and forth. Like, it was just a very normal, like everyday conversation, which I needed in the game. Like I don't know about you, but like there was a lot going on in the game that was like very stressful and like, up there, but just like having a good combo and just like it just meant a lot. And the fact that we try to work together, but the thing is, I feel like every time we tried to, it was just like you were on one side, I was on like the far other. So our game was just nowhere close to lined up. I wish it did. I wish we were because like if we were on the same tribe, I think we would have done really well when we first started. But um, I do like I know the last tribal, I know we were considered as like big threats, and I just wish we would have had more time to, possibly work together type of thing. But other than that, love you. Hope you're well. I know you're in Michigan, so if I see some Shanice in Michigan, maybe we'll get drinks. I know we talked about getting margaritas or stuff like that, but we'll do something like that if I'm up that way.
Now, how many people are you meeting from this season, Jake?
Everybody. If you want to meet me, hit me up.
I say I live in Michigan too.
We'll all get drinks. We'll all get drinks and we'll go out.
Yes, mojito it up. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, like off the get-go, like I really enjoyed my chats with Lily, and I can tell how like deep down to earth she is, how like she cares about like talking about like, just a real conversation. But like that's no discredit to her game. Like she had a good, really good social game. She had a really good strategic game. And like I was petrified of her like winning this whole thing. And I felt it in my bones. I'm like, she's
Thanks.
gonna win. So um that round that she went home was really chaotic.
Yeah.
And it if certain things fell the other way, she may have,
Mhm.
been here.
Yeah.
So but like as I am really happy that we got to meet. I wish we could have played more on the same side. And but you know what? Like that's just kind of how the game is. So um, I really enjoyed meeting her. I did.
Yeah. And I know perception wise, like I mentioned of one of the trials, I'm like, hey, like everyone's got the perception of a threat. And like I know she was just like, why'd you vote me out after, I vote was on the wrong side of those 2 votes in a row? I'm just like, that's like you did that and you're still in my eyes the biggest threat in the game. Like that's how big a threat you were in like my eyes. Josh just said like in his eyes, but like you had a lot of people who like were scare you in a good way. Like you, because you were very smart, and I think you like. I'm pretty sure you're a teacher. I'm pretty sure. It's like you're very well, I guess, talking to people and like winning people over. And like if you
I
were in a top
know, and
three,
like
like that was scared the hell
literally,
out of
I
me.
was like dead set campaigning for her to go home that night.
Yes.
And then she wanted to get on call with me, and I got on call with her. And what I feared would happen almost happened. I called with her, and then I was like, oh, I want to keep her now. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, never mind. Like, this is
I
bad.
think this is what she's doing. I'm like, oh
So
my
I'm
god.
like, I'm getting misted right now. So I'm like, yeah, to me, it was not a mistake getting rid of her. But yeah, great person, great player. Like I can, she next time let's play together. But I probably won't play many games later on. But
But no, I was gonna say, Lily, what can I say that hasn't already been said? You're the whole reason I'm even just, in a final three of any org. You introduced me to orgs. You always talk about orgs. Let's see. Yeah, we go way back to 2018 when I ended up rushing your sorority on bid day, and then now here we are. I watched you graduate, watched you get married. Here we are. We're doing the things. And I love you so much, girl. Like we hang out, we talk, we always do together. We went to Florida this year to meet up with other people on your prod team from Collective and IRL, and that was so much fun. I was gonna say, but on a game level, you were playing a really good game, girl. But I'm really gonna, you might hate me for this, but I really didn't feel like taking you to final three with me because we were such a big threat to everybody even before the merge. Everybody was so threatened by the two of us. So yeah, you're the other half of the biggest threats are here. And I'm just like, well, if because I would thought a lot like if we both went to final three together, everyone was just gonna vote for not us.
Wait for everyone to come back.
Biggest. Wait, what happened?
Everyone's thing cut again.
Yeah.
So
Yes. So I wouldn't
all
have
right,
brought
after
you.
Lily sixth, we get to fifth place. Right, and fifth we have not Justin, Scott.
Scott, my guy. It was so good getting to know you. Um, my fellow Desperate Housewives watcher as well. Shout out Desperate Housewives. But dude, you were such a good person to work the game with, and like you were a threat. I know you were calling yourself not a threat, but Scott, you were a threat because everyone wanted to take you to the end. Like you're a threat in that way. Like everyone wanted to have you at the end, which like, and you had moves. Like you were like so close to that idol, and like you had the idol. Like I couldn't imagine what happened because he would have played at like 5, and like you could have made it like you could have made a big case in like the last stretch of the game and like caused some chaos. And like you had a lot of you. Everyone wanted to work with you as well. I know. Like I was talking with Memphis. Like you had he felt you were his closest ally. For me, I was very close to you. I know I'm pretty sure Josh, like you were close with Scott. Like there was a lot of people that were close with you, Scott. That you were very social. You were very, you were very much like a butterfly in terms of like a social butterfly. Like everyone wanted to work with you, um, and everyone felt like good about you. And like it sucks that we at the end of the game like didn't really work together. I know you kind of were kind of gunning for me because I wrote your name down, or I yes, and that during that Memphis vote, I wrote your name down 'cause that's all I heard. So I'm sorry about that, but no, there was no ill will towards that at all. But I understand why you voted me, but I'm glad you were a good sport about being out because I felt bad about doing it, but like that's why I'm here, thankfully. But love you.
Yeah, I owe Scott, I owe you a steak dinner at the MGM that we talked about. Especially I know like you're one of the most like passionate people about a game that I've seen in a long time. Like you were gaming hard. You you were playing at like a really high level, and I felt like myself when I was able to talk to you. But like in terms of the game itself, when once we got down to it, the game has to play itself in a way, and like unfortunately, like that's where
Yeah.
we had to make some decisions to send you home. But like I know he was always kind of not sure how he felt about himself in the
Hmm.
game because people were hard on him, but like I mean, I hope he realizes how much of a strong game he did play.
He played a damn good game. Like he had a lot. Like socially was probably like he was probably one of the best social players of the season. Like everyone like wanted to work with Scott. Everyone's like, no, I feel good about Scott. I feel good about working with Scott. Like there was nothing that I heard bad wise. Like unlike Love You Mike, but everyone's just like, I don't want to be aligned with Big Mike because it's a big like negative targets where everyone's just like, I won't work with Scott because such a like positive like I want to work with Scott because Scott seems like a good like great person. So you did play a good great game, Scott. You know you said you haven't, but you definitely did play a great game.
Yeah. And I mean, I agree with that. And it's like there were several times where people tried to get rid of him and it didn't work. And
Yeah,
he was playing both sides very
you
well.
did.
And, honestly, if it didn't go home, then he would have made it to the end.
Hmm. Yeah,
So, and, if I was on the jury, he'd have a really strong chance of getting my vote.
I
So,
agree.
um, yeah, I mean, I think Scott played a really strong strategic game.
Scott, you were there. You and Justin were there for merge, the merge Zoom we did that night. It was so fun to meet you, and the vibes were immaculate. But yeah, no, I mean, you were playing a similar game to mine.
Yo, Seb, if you're doing awards, Seb, the biggest beef of the season, Evelyn internet connection. Swear to God,
Don't
biggest
tempt,
beef of the season.
don't tempt me.
But yeah, no, I love you, Scott. You're a great guy. I had no ill will towards you, and I got so floored when I saw that and you had to leave because I was like, I love you. No, but 'tis how the cookie crumbles.
All right, and last up after Scott and fifth, we have not Jake, Justin.
Justin, you were such a competitor, dude. Like, I might get talk about yesterday at the challenge because that's just like we could be talking for hours about that. But in general, like you were one of the people who I really want to work with when I saw the cast list. I'm like, this guy seems like he's a good time. I want to be on this tribe, and unfortunately, we weren't on the same tribe. But like, thankfully, we both made merge, and like we were able to talk and merge and become really close. And like I know you didn't like feel this like you were at the top of my charge rankings. Like you were right there, Justin, at the top, like of my rankings. And like I know for some reason, I guess I fell in your rank, which I don't know why. I guess you wanted to target me. I guess I don't know. But besides that, it's just like we had a lot of great one-on-one combos. Like a great heart to heart. You were one of the like. I'm glad we met this season. This you were one of the like. I'm so glad we were able to meet and like connect and type of thing. And like you're a great dude, and you lasted over 2 hours in that challenge is insane. Like you were right there with me, and I would never admit it, but like I was like feeling a little bit of fatigue, but I mean you hung in there like a fucking champ, dude, and like give yourself a lot of credit. I know this is your first org back. Keep playing him, dude. You deserve it. You're gonna get your win. Um, because you're just a great social player. You're a great physical threat. I know you said you're not a big physical person threat wise, but like hanging 2 hours, dude, that's a fucking champ, dude. So you're gonna get your win sooner or later. It's been great playing with you, dude. Not gonna lie, and I wish you all the best.
Um, I've Justin is like a taste of home for me because we both played our first org together like 5 years ago. And like since then, like we became friends, and even when we don't talk, like we pick up right where we left off. Um, we played an in-person game together a couple years ago, and so like seeing him here, I'm like, oh my God, this is Justin. So like once the merge hits, like I naturally want to play with him, and like if we like I had a genuine bond where like even when I'm trying to separate game and emotion, like I still feel hard on myself because I know there's gonna be a time where I'm probably gonna have to like vote him out of the game. And like I was like devastated to do it. And even seeing like Justin pleading for his life at the final four was like heartbreaking. And even when like the fact that he was like first telling me, hey, like let's vote out for Evelyn, and then I wasn't really giving him an answer, and he's like, Evelyn, let's make it to the finals, let's vote for Josh. I was like, you know what? Like, what a fucking champ.
Gaming to
Like
the last second.
like playing to like the bitter end.
Yeah.
And it's like he's such a nice person
hmm
in out of the game, and like even in the game, I mean, in the game he's nice, but he knows how to play so well with blending in his personality while also being, cutthroat and knowing what to do at the right times. That like I wanted to like sit at the end with him, and like it was hard because there were times where I'm like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't,
Yeah.
and it's like, um, I don't know. I'm still kind of gutted about it
Good.
because, but like at the end of the day, this is just a game,
It
and you
is.
should be proud of your game because like you made it all the way to the final four without getting a vote,
That is that.
and
Yeah.
I'm
Literally.
like, I have a feeling that he probably would have won.
I mean, yeah, it's
So
true. A lot of his friends are on the jury. It's like that's a big thing too. Like that's one of the reasons that we talk about. We're like, hey, like there's a chance if we get the three of us, like because there's seven of the what 8 or 9 jury members. Actually, no, 7 of the 8 jury members are literally from Amarok. Like they could
Mhm.
roll as friends. Like that's a big reason why like we decided not to like get you out. That's why we voted you out, Justin's because you have a lot of friends. You're a very social dude, and like the fact that you could have won a lot of your friends over. You know, they didn't, but like you would have won your friends over, I think, for sure.
yeah.
And like dethroned one of us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because definitely, like that's also what I was thinking about too. Because it's like I was on the fence. I was like, I really didn't want to write your name on anything, but also at the same time, I was like, now that I think about it, like his entire tribe, minus John Farrell, is on jury. Like that's gotta mean something. Like the last one standing, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't think I can actually compete with that. Like that's the threat of the century right there. But no, Justin, I love you. You're a heck of a dude. We had a great heart to heart. You're such a great guy, and I love you, Justin. Like after this, we got to meet up. We got to do all of it, like all the things. You're so great. I was gonna say we had our Aetherizers Alliance, and that's the Magic the Gathering reference because you Aetherize the competition by what it's like a board wipe type of thing. If anybody knows what that's all about, but me, you, and Josh, But no, I love you, dude. You're so great. You literally fought it out to the end. I mean, you even went to the bathroom right there because you wanted to do it so bad. And I was like, okay, I can't compete with that. But no, but I would have kept you. I really didn't want to write your name down, but when you said, "Come on, vote Josh, make it go to a rock draw," I'm like, I have trauma associated with the rock draw, and I didn't want to bet Josh. But I love you, dude. You're great. Strong game player, and I'm so convinced you probably would have won over any of us. Great guy, great guy.
All right. And with that, we now sit at the final three. One of you will be crowned the winner of Distortion Survivor Aetheria. And to the jurors, pre-jurors who are watching this postseason, thank you so much for an amazing season. I'll go more in depth in the reunion, but you guys have been great. Definitely a breath of fresh air from previous seasons.